Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Russell Robinson coming to you live from my home office. It has been the technical day from Hades, but we are going to get through this. I'm going to go ahead and open the links up now to students. I know we have a lot to discuss, so let's get started. Here we go. Fire 1 and fire 2. Okay, we're going to sit back and we're going to wait for our students to join us. I feel like I'm a little too casual for folks. Good evening. Do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Hello, this is Rashonda Fowler.
Hey there. Are you driving?
I am.
I cannot have a hangout with you while you are behind the wheel of a moving vehicle. If you'd like to park the car and continue the hangout, we can do that. Otherwise, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and watch it on demand.
I'm actually pulling into my driveway as we speak.
We're going to give everyone a little bit more time to get in. I told folks we were having some technical difficulty.
Okay.
Good evening, Michelle. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
It's been the type of tech day.
Yeah, sorry.
It looks as though Ms. Fowler is giving us a complete view of her home. As you look to the corner, you'll actually see this brand new dining room that you can buy, all for the low, low price of $19.95. Hello, Keela. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
We're doing well. Oh, wait a minute. Are you sporting a brand new NCCU shirt?
Yes.
With the new logo, check that out. Discovering what is central to you. The Alumni Association loves that new shirt.
Yes, it's for SOAR, for orientation, so we have to be brand ambassadors.
Congratulations on that difficult task. I know you'll do it smartly.
Thank you.
I actually think I have to be at a meeting on Thursday morning. Some sort of thing with parents, a parent-faculty panel or something?
I'm not sure. Maybe it probably is for SOAR, honestly, because we do have SOAR on Thursday as well.
Okay, so I think that's where we have to go ahead and tell them, your students must study or they will fail.
Yep. So, yeah, that is on Thursday, actually. Okay, cool.
Yes, they said we need someone from the faculty senate to do it, and they were like, Dr. Robbins, we'd love to have you do it. I'm like, don't y'all realize that's crashing my summer vacation? These students need me.
Right, they do. They definitely do.
Well, while we're waiting for others to join us, let's have a quick, brief, I guess, debrief on your round of assignments. How has that been for everybody?
I would say good.
Good.
Okay. we had some people that had a small little bump in the road, but they were able to get through it. And I hope that it was not too difficult. This is the assignment that people need to go ahead and now grit in hard, you know, claw in deep. But it's a fun assignment, I think. Well, what time is it? It is about 7:35, and I'm actually late, so let me get started. And again, we are recording this, so what we can do is those who are available, those who are watching, if you'd like, you're more than welcome to chime in if you're watching. If not, you can see this on the replay. So today is June 12th, and we have now officially migrated into our informative speech unit. What I want to do, first of all, is explain to you how we've gone from one speech to the next speech. The demonstration speech was kind of self-explanatory. We want you really just to go ahead and show us a quick demonstration of a fitness activity. This one, however, has a couple more moving parts. Not too difficult. In fact, consider it really a learning exercise as opposed to an exercise where we have to accomplish a goal. So basically, we kind of broke this up into various bits and pieces, and I do realize that I kind of jammed a lot of stuff in there on you. Someone give me a quick lowdown. When is the official last day of this class? Because I think the 22nd is like the last day of instruction, and final exam, I think, is the very next week. Is that right?
The 25th,
I
I think, is the last day.
Last day of the whole summer school session?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. So what I might do, and I have to really think about it, really depends upon how well my classes are able to get to certain benchmarks. So if we can get to certain benchmarks, then that'll give us more time for students to really work and get some things accomplished. First, let's go over the actual deadlines. I'm going to do a quick screen share so you can see what the assignments are that we have in front of us, and from there, we'll then go ahead and figure out what we can negotiate one way or the other. I'm going to go ahead and switch primarily to the Blackboard page. I know Blackboard and a whole bunch of other Eagle services have been kind of down today. I'm so happy that I was able to get this up and running. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Can you guys see that?
Okay.
Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of explore various bits and pieces of what we got right here. And then I'm going to, so I'm going to go ahead and just go over the various deadlines. We've got, hello, Crystal, welcome to us today. Welcome to class. And hello, Mr. Brody, glad to see you here as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the assignment deadlines so we kind of know what we're playing with. Right now, I've got a due date of 6/14 for the bibliography. I have a due date for your, what is it? I have audience roll sheet. I think I've got a due date for that, which is actually tomorrow. What I can do is I can go ahead and extend that by a day. To give that to you on the 14th, but I need to have that in by the 14th. Put the deadline in on that as well. So that's going to be on the 14th by 5 o'clock.
Dr. Williams, can I chime in? This is Rashonda Fowler.
Well, if you don't call me Dr. Williams, you can call me other than Dr. Williams, not Dr. Williams.
Okay.
Dr. Robinson.
Dr. Robinson, I'm sorry. Quick question in regards to the roll call. I know in the first Hangout you did after listening to it, it stated something along the lines that if we couldn't get 5 students to sit for, we would be able to use 5 adults. That's a part of our family. Is that still open?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, because I don't want to go ahead and penalize you if you can't get the students. So what I'm doing is I'm making the modifications for the assignments that are due tomorrow. I'm fixing this so that's due on the 14th for class 2. I'm also going to take care of the roll sheet as well for class 2 and make sure that that's due also on the 14th. Okay, so that's good. All right, then we also have the outline and the PowerPoint. Now, I think the outline and PowerPoint, they're due right now, tentatively on the 18th. I want to ask you a very legitimate question. Is it realistic for you to get the outline and the presentation to me by the 18th? I'm looking at the calendar now, knowing that, okay. Was there a vote there, or people were just like, no?
No.
Is that the consensus of everybody, or is that the consensus of one person?
I can't submit anything right now, and it's really frustrating. Like, I can't attach
anything to my assignments. I don't know what's going on with my Blackboard, but
Blackboard is sick today.
yeah.
Very
When I tried to submit that assignment too, I couldn't attach anything to my submission, so I had to like type in a comment just to get it to go in, and it's just really frustrating right now.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do to work around that. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so June 18th is when we said we want to have the outline and the PowerPoint presentation in. Then we said technically June 22nd is the day we want to have the speech in, right? All right. So what I'm going to do, if I can get to it, I hope it'll let me know. I'm going to actually go to summer school calendar. And what I'm going to do, if I can get to that, I want to see when is the last day grades have to be in. Yeah. Come on, work with me, please. The whole thing is down. Let me see.
Yeah, it's been like that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Something tells me though. Hold on, let's see if we can get to this metadata. Mini session. Da 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 da. I don't know why it's. Okay, who can tell me? Because here's the thing: if I don't have your grades in by a certain date, they're gonna come after me. So, and I don't want that to be the case.
Grades are due by the 28th at 5 o'clock.
By the 28th.
25th. I'm sorry, at 5 o'clock.
25th by 5 o'clock. Right, because we actually go back into teaching. I think on the 27th or the 28th. I have to double check.
28th. Mm-hmm. The next one is the 28th.
Okay, so yeah, so this is what I got to do. All right, so I don't know how much I can fudge this, but we need to get that stuff in no later than the 20. I don't know. What do you guys think is flexible? What can be done?
Is this like our final?
Yeah, it's the last speech.
Okay, so
that Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got something. Let me check something real quick. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and like mute this. I don't want you guys doing foolishness. I'll be right back.
River, you open it? Give it here.
Hello, can you hear me?
You got it?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Give it here, mommy. Open it. Can you open it? Let me see. Okay. Okay, but it's okay. Don't squeeze it, okay?
What I did, I'm actually with my laptop right now and trying to see if I can actually pull up. Let's see what we got. I can pull up old documents because I think I downloaded the calendar. I'm gonna go into preview. Shoot. You can find that.
You finished? Put that right there. Wait a minute.
Ooh, whoever that is, please mute that mic.
Thank you.
This server is just flat down. Okay, so this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to basically still hold the 20-second deadline until I find out information. I'll send out a message tomorrow when I get confirmation. If I can get some fudge time on the next set of grades, what I probably will do is extend it till the 25th, but I can't promise that until I have more information. Okay? Fear?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I want to go over some basic stuff too, because I think we got some people who are already, I think I know exactly what they want to talk about, and I want to go and get that off the table as soon as possible. So here's a challenge that we have. I've had some situations where students have submitted work, or I'm sorry, they didn't submit the work, but they basically, they received grades of, what was it? I think it was a 0, and I think the comment I put down was late and/or never submitted. Now, I do also realize that I then made the decision to go ahead and, let's see, made the decision then, excuse me, to, for the most part, do the most equitable thing we could. Now, students who were given who did make an attempt to turn in the work, I then made the attempt to say, okay, I will give you another opportunity. So I just put a 0 in the grade when I actually graded their attempt. But for students who did not make an attempt, I put in what is called a hard 0, which is called a 0 that basically is like a manual 0. So because of that, if a student did not attempt to do the work, but attempted to submit their assignment in for the very first time after the assignment was submitted, I had to go ahead and let that 0 stand. Now, here's the thing. Again, I consider myself a flexible person, and I will go ahead and say this as I said in the email. I do know that life happens, and I understand that emergencies can happen. I'm dealing with a terminally ill parent myself, so I'm very cognizant that life can happen. With that said, if you can provide me with documentation of a situation that is life, death, or something akin to that, court service, military service, something that, even if it's like something that is verifiable and it was beyond your control, that I'm more than willing to work with you to get those assignments in. But if I don't have any type of documentation, I'm in a position where I really can do very little to assist you. And again, that's not just my rule, that's university policy. But like I said, if there's a situation that's something that we need to talk about one-on-one, not here, shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to respond back to you. But again, I also have to put a time window on that, 48 hours. If we get to the point where it's after 48 hours, I have to move on because I've got to continue to get this class done and get it done by deadline. And I do hope that you can understand my position on that. It's not me attempting to be a hard guy, but it's more so about me trying to be as expeditious as I can to make sure that we end the class on time, and we also make sure that all the students have had an opportunity, a fair opportunity for that, mind you, to get their work in. And if people are not getting their things in by proper deadline, or if there's not a legitimate reason why they're not able to do that, then my hands are kind of tied and I can only do so much. I hope you understand that. I want to segue from that conversation now to more so about the content of what this speech is about. I want to break this down to you because I know I gave you all an awful lot, especially in the last announcement that I sent. So I want to go back to the announcement and I want to share that with you, and we can look at that over the page and we'll go over exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm expecting. Is that okay?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so let's go to my announcements.
Put it down. Put it down.
And I'm going to go ahead and go to this one right here, this big one. And I want to first get your feedback on what it is that you think I mean, and then I can try to dispel any rumor. Can everybody see that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
I just pulled the email up to look at it with you.
Okay, can you all, does anybody see my screen share at all?
No.
Wow, okay, let's try that again. Can you see it now? Can you all see my screen now?
Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll make it a little bigger if I can. Okay, so basically, what I'm looking for this is I want you to, we're talking about leadership, and I know a lot of folks are trying to figure out, okay, what can I do my topic on, or what can I do this on, blah, 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 blah. So the reason that I elected to do it this way is because I know that some students will already, in some cases, they may have already had some prefabricated topics. So I want to make sure that everyone had an opportunity to start at the starting blocks at the same time. So again, good morning. I trust this finds you well. The topic of the speech is why the best leaders eat last. The topic comes from the book, the same book by Simon Sinek. I strongly encourage you to Google it. I am not looking for a book summary or a book report. What I am looking for is for you to identify a person that you know exemplifies the qualities of a good leader and linked into the requisites to the requisites of the ideology of the text, Leaders Eat Last. One, we want to first of all make sure, this means that you will first of all need to know a general summary of the book, Leaders Eat Last. 2, identify a person in your life who exhibits qualities of a good leader described in the text. 3, create an informative speech showing that you know some of the text, not all of it, but some of it. Connect the text to the person that you're talking about, and then show the impact that this person's had on your life from their leadership abilities connected to the text. In your presentation, it's expected that you give me the operational definition of leadership based off of 3 credible sources. Now, when I say operational definition, that means I expect you to find 2 or 3, preferably 3 sources that you've looked at in the literature. They can be from business text, they can be from business magazines, they can be from peer-reviewed journal sources. I prefer that you at least have some from peer-reviewed journal sources. I think I've got, how many I said? Your source should come either from peer-reviewed journals, technical literature, or academic literature. So I need you to get me some actual book knowledge on leadership. That means you'll need to visit a library or consult with someone who is in the business of leadership and management. Now, from those definitions that you have, and you need to cite the 3 definitions in your presentation, you'll need to go ahead and create your own operational definition of leadership. So that'll mean, for example, if I'm talking about what does it mean to be a leader, I'll take a look at what Forbes says, blah, blah, blah. According to Staten Stacky, they say blah, blah, blah. According to Sinek, he says blah, blah, blah. Using these 3 definitions, I have now put together my own operational definition of leadership. So really, it's a combination of you looking at the literature and creating your own definition. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, after that, we want you then to come up with some way that you're looking at data. The data needs to point to issues from cause-effect relationship of leadership in the workplace. For example, the data can illustrate the rise of productivity from good leadership or management. The data can point to health issues from bad management. The data can talk about the relationship between good management and the innovation of products and ideas. The idea here is that we want you to use some statistics, some type of data that'll show us a cause-effect relationship of bad management or good management, whatever, but we need to see some numbers to back that up. This is where you can actually get me something that's, say, from, I would say you can get me some business literature, again, popular lit, like the news media, like a CNN article. Don't use all the same articles, folks, please don't. Look at, let's say, business magazines like Money or Fortune. You could look at some pop literature too. Again, you could go back and take a look at some of the popular texts that talk about business management. Again, feel free to consult experts too. I'm not looking at you to know all of this, but I want you to go ahead and talk to people who you may know. Okay, next we want you to give us an introduction of the person, a person that you find exemplifies those qualities of good leadership. That means you have to find someone that you know and trust. This means you may have to interview that person and just talk to them, or if you already know them, tell us a story. Again, going back to the idea of an anecdote. The anecdote will be something that you can use to give us a good story of how you wrap all this together. Finally, you'll have to give me some closure. A closure is where you just basically go back, highlight the main points, and all this should be done in extemporaneous type of speech mode. If you go back and take a look at the syllabus and also take a look at the examples I provided in Blackboard, you should be able to see models of how this speech came about. In fact, I'm going to go to our module, and I'm going to see if I can pull some of these up for you. Let's see. That's a PowerPoint model, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to, if you take a look at the syllabus, let's go to the syllabus because I think that's where you'll find where I actually have that. Let's open up the syllabus. Voila, voila, the contract, all that stuff. Okay, good. So as you'll see, these are some examples of the informative speech of what I'm looking for.
Microphone works. But what about the sound?
Okay, who's in the background talking? I can hear you clearly. Let's see. So I'm going to now go to this. And what I can do too is I can go ahead and give you those links. Let's see what we got here. Is that?
Something wrong.
Okay.
To fly a rocket ship, you need to be an optimist. No astronaut launches for space with their...
Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but this is the TED Talk. Okay. So I'm not going to show that, but I'm going to go ahead and paste the link so you can actually get to it. Let me stop sharing that. And let me see if I can go to my notes here, and I'm going to share this link. That's one. Let me get you the other link too.
Maybe this button you turn the sound.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Thank you, Boogie.
Okay.
Oh, that's headphones.
Oh, it's on the way up.
Another link.
Another
And here is
headphones.
another one as well.
Wait.
These are all the types of informative speeches that I'm looking for. Has anyone had an opportunity to take a look at even the model that was provided for you?
I looked at one, the one about the fear he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I saw.
I can't hear now.
Okay, what did you think of that?
I don't get it.
I thought it was good. I couldn't really see the PowerPoint, but his speech was good.
Right. So here's the thing that I'm looking for, and my light is going away from me. I'm sorry about that. I'm about to come a spot. What I would like to see you guys do is incorporate visuals with that. Now, with the visuals that I'm looking for, I think it's important that you kind of guide the visuals. The visuals I need to actually see, of course, would be, you know, a quick story. Well, not a story, but I like to see the visuals of the person you're talking about, possibly even some of the graphs you're talking about. So if you're giving me some data, you need to go ahead and show me some data. So really, you don't have to have that many photos. You should have some photos, but the photos do not all have to be an additional PowerPoint slide. For example, we would like to possibly see a photograph of you, photograph also of the person that you think of as a good leader. We probably need to have a photograph of some statistics of what you're talking about. And I can outline this, I guess, in more detail if you need me to, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory.
Speakers. Give me the headphones you got right there.
Give me some questions and feedback.
I have a question.
Who's going to do the question?
Shartae.
State your question.
All right, so I'm not really good with bibliographies. It's not my strength. So with reading the actual instructions for the bibliography, with incorporating that with the PowerPoint as well as the outline, exactly what are we?
Hold on just a second. There we go. Repeat the question again. I was trying to get the background noise out.
Okay. So my question was in regards to the bibliographies, because that's not one of my strengths. So in regards to exactly what we're supposed to be doing the bibliography on, it's exactly on the Leaders Eat Last. Is that what we're doing that on as well? Or
no, but you can cite that. You can actually cite that in your bibliography, so that's one source you don't have to worry about. What you do need to do is, again, go back and let's go back over the instructions of what I was looking for. Okay. All right, so if we go back, let me see if I can pull that announcement again. In the announcement, X. In the announcement, I'm gonna go back and do the screen share again. If you take a look, what I'm looking for are your first set of sources. I want you to write this down. Your first set of sources, I need you to have definitions of leadership. Okay, they have to be credible sources. So that means you need to look at definitions of leadership from 3 different sources.
Okay.
Okay. One could be from a peer-reviewed journal article. One could be from a technical manual or technical guide. Another could come from a textbook. But you're not limited to those, but they have to be something that is from the actual literature or business literature on leadership/management.
Okay.
So those are 3 sources that you have to have. The next source you have to have, I need to have 2 data sources. Okay. Data sources are statistics, as you I'm sure aware. They should show a cause-effect relationship.
Okay.
Management and productivity. Management and health. Management and psychic health. Those types of things I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay, and so again, those are the sources I'm looking for. I thought I said 6. I'm gonna hold you to 5. And I think we also have a model of the bibliography. Let's see if we have one in place already.
I didn't see one, I don't think.
I'm seeing I didn't put one in here either.
Yeah, there was not one out there.
No.
Okay, but let's see what I got here. Did I give you? Let's go to the checklist. Voila. So at the checklist, what I've got here for you, believe it or not, I'm going to click onto this. And I'm going to go to the page. And as I go to the page, you should be able to see a model of the bibliography right here. These are models of samples of annotated bibliographies that you can see right here.
Okay, so I did look at that.
Okay, good. This is the style and format I am expecting.
And it's an APA, is that correct?
Please, use APA. Now again, folks, this is an easy 100. Get the sources and pop them in the right format. If you don't do that, then okay, now I'm going to think you're not taking the assignment too seriously. It's not that difficult. Also, with your outline, if you did the outline correctly for your speech, your demonstration speech, you already have the blueprint of how to get the outline done.
It's pretty much the same from what I gathered.
Right. So if you have a good outline, you got 100 on the outline, trust me, follow the same pattern you did for the demonstration outline, get you an easy 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just get it in on time. Okay, now the other thing, again, with the PowerPoint presentation, did we give a model of that? I want to take a look at the model, see what we got here with that. Let's go back. Let's see what we got here. That's the PowerPoint, that's the outline.
It was a PowerPoint checklist, but there's not like an actual model.
Okay, let's do this. I know it's going to sound like I'm throwing this off on you, but it's not. Look at the person's informative speech in its entirety, meaning I want you to take a very good critical look at the PowerPoint presentation this person put together. I don't want you to feel that you have to follow the model that we did for the actual demonstration speech. Think of it as your PowerPoint presentation as telling a story. So your PowerPoint presentation should follow the same flow of your outline. The outline is a script, i.e. blueprint of what I should expect to see when you make your actual presentation. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's really not rocket science, for lack of a better term. It's very, I like to believe it's self-explanatory, but again, I'm willing to give you as much assistance as I can. So let's see, I'm trying to think. What else do I need to cover? What are the questions you have? Because I've pretty much given you the outline of what I'm looking for. I've also given you examples. There's an example of the actual informative speech. What else can I do to be of service to you this evening?
About the PowerPoint, where you said that you would like for us to incorporate like data.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because I know we're not supposed to use clip art and things like that? Like, are we actually able to insert a chart and put that information in it from the PowerPoint app, or how exactly are we supposed to do that?
If this were a longer class, my expectation would be that you make the chart
out of the shapes and everything.
Yeah, but because we literally have 2 weeks to get this done and packaged and delivered, we really don't have that much time. So my thing is, let's make it easy on ourselves. This one time I'm going to allow you to do it, but, and there's a big but, I need you to source that. So if you copy and paste a chart, if you do that, I want to see a reference to that same chart in your bibliography. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you do that, I need to see a chart. I need to see it cited in the bibliography, and I want to see it cited even within the context of your speech. Now, for this presentation, I can't stress enough. Some of the things that I saw in the other presentations, I was a little bit concerned with. You need to practice. Please take advantage of the speaking studio we have on campus. If not, please take advantage of the technologies you have so you can record yourself and review yourself. Practice is essential. I saw some of the best presentations from people who look like they practiced. And that's even from people who attempted to present their stuff late. I will say that I saw people who attempted to submit their things late, and I can't take them, but I did look at them, and they look like they actually practiced. And that's another reason why I'm concerned, too, about taking that stuff late, because it's like they didn't get the deadline, and they also had the benefit of more time to practice, which really isn't fair to those who actually did it on time. But yes, take advantage of the time you have to practice. Practice with your audience if you feel you need to do that. What's some other questions you got for me? No questions left?
Yes, Dr. Williams, can you hear me?
Who is that?
Mr.
Brody. Hello, Mr. Brody. How are you this evening?
I'm doing fine. I as far as the online classes are concerned, it's I think they need to 5 people for the audience
Yes.
on the roll call, and so far I only have 2, but they the attendance as far as that is concerned is they're miles and miles away from each other.
Well, are you in the city of Durham?
No, I live in Henderson.
Henderson's not that far. If you'd like, you're more than welcome. I mean, Henderson's like about a 35-minute drive. Do you have any colleagues or friends on campus?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, let's see if we can come up with a creative solution, because I'm really a stickler for that. This is the speech, and I made sure that people understood this from jump. And that's, again, part of the student memo of understanding. People knew that from gate, you have to have the people. That's something I just can't be but so flexible about. Unless we've had a conversation about it, I'm going to hold you to that. So let's come up with all the creative solutions that we can with that. Push come to shove, Mr. Brody, if you come to campus, maybe we can find a class that you can speak to, and that might be able to help you out if you can do that. We'll talk about that more offline. Let me have some general questions. Any other general questions? Anybody else?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it that everyone is good to go on the assignment. I'm gonna make myself available again for most of this week. I will tell you this, so in the spirit of transparency, I am going to be leaving town on the 21st. I'll be coming back on the 23rd. I'm going out to Philadelphia on family business. I do plan to be available online one way or the other. There probably might be some time when I'm out. Again, if you are in the Triangle area or close to it, Miss Amanda Chase in the speaking studio on campus. She is very cognizant and aware of our assignments over this course of our term. So she too is a resource for you. In fact, I think I saw one of your students, one of your colleagues actually take advantage of that place, and speech came out very well. I was extremely impressed with the quality of the work they did. So please feel free to take them up on their services. They are there to help you. Okay, if there are no further questions, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. Again, thank you all for joining us. I'm going to make this available to everyone again on demand. So for those who are working, please feel free to take advantage of this. Again, feel free to contact me via email or telephone. I'll get back with you in the 24 to 48 hours. Until then, you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
You too.
Have a good night.
Good night.